we're going to be addressing trans white women specifically. And to be clear, not all trans white women, just some of you. Okay, just some of you. Keep that in mind. There's a trend going around, especially within the newer generation, and I'm just going to call it what it is. It's your misogyny. It's your learned, ingrained misogyny that you brought over with you when you were still associating as a male and you forgot to leave it outside before you walked in the woman's front door. Some quick examples of misogyny are, you're a birthing person, not a mother. It's chest feeding, not breastfeeding. Male and female people and intersex people all have breast tissue. Males can get breast cancer. All breast tissue is breast tissue. There is no difference. It's all breast tissue. Trans women get periods too. No, you don't. A period is literally the shedding of the uterine lining. What you have are the effects of hormones, which everyone of all sexes gets all throughout the year, I'm afraid to tell you. To have a period literally requires ovulation and menses, which you cannot do without a uterus. And many biological women don't get it anyway, which is fine, but the literal term of period requires those things. And then biological women tell you you're wrong because you would have no clue what a biological woman goes through at all. And then you try to correct them, which is literally mansplaining. Telling a biological woman that they don't know more about themselves than you do, someone who's not a biological woman, is literally market grade.
Since I've been posting these videos, a lot of women have been coming out speaking just in the comments, and I'll link the video here for you guys to see if you haven't watched it. The one in particular, the first one, was just hilarious, talking about the situation. But science is science. We have to cut the BS out. As much as we talk about science, we can't just make stuff up. We can't start making stuff up and saying that a period doesn't dictate, menstruating doesn't dictate these things and trying to change stuff up. And a lot of women, I understand you're saying you did invite these men, these naturally born men, into it because these are your besties. You like the movement, you support it. And look, as women, that's why when you leave things up to certain women, if they make choices with things, it backfires.
Coming into the woman's space that you were invited into with open arms, by the way, and then creating new rules and new labels without consulting any biological woman in that process, and then demanding we use it even though we told you we don't want to respectfully, is literally just market grade misogyny. This lady says if you don't like being called cis, you're a white supremacist. Need I say how dangerous it is to dilute the definition of terms to fit whatever kind of social marketing you're doing at the time? This person, all over my feed today, saying ridiculous things. Biological sex is absolutely real. Just because you have a certain sex doesn't mean you can identify a different way.
You'll accept that more than you'll accept a man being the cherisher and sustainer of your house and you listening to him. But you'll listen to a man that decides to become like you. Then all of a sudden you're talking about he's bringing in all this BS that comes along with it. You have to think this is a man that wants to think like a woman, but his hormonal XY male chromosome, it's not the same as the XX, and it will be like that forever. That's just how it is. But this is what you get. And you try to tell them, hey, blah, blah, blah. This is what a period is. This is what you have to have a uterus. Men aren't born with uteruses. As much as they might try to transplant stuff, they might try to have all these surgeries and stuff. It just is what it is. But ladies, you asked for this, so you just have to eat it, as they say. But let's get back to the rest of her clip and see what else she's talking about here. Let's go.
It is part of you. It is important to you. Literally affects everything from bone structure to organ placement, symptoms of diseases, how you respond to medication, allergies you might develop, all of it. You cannot come into the woman's space and then disrespect biological women who created that space. The trans community has done so much for biological women. We're trying to help them and save them. Did we ask you to do that? It's the classic damsel in distress needs saving, which is just, again, more misogyny that you learned along the way that you forgot to unlearn before you walked in our front door. You say you're a woman, so act like it. Stand in solidarity with us and leave all the misogynistic bullshit out the front door. Become more comfortable in your own social identity so that you don't have to erase ours in order to make yourself feel comfortable on the same couch.
Stand in solidarity. I don't think there's going to be any solidarity when it comes to that. It's still man and woman at the end of the day. if we all could live in harmony. But as I had a conversation with a lady the other day, you guys are competing for the same resource. You have one that's trying to be like you. So if you have someone that's trying to be like you, of course there's going to be jealousy. I don't see what you women don't understand about this. It's the same thing. And I'm not telling you don't be friends with people, but it's the same thing when you have a bestie that's a gay bestie. You want to learn tricks and all this stuff from this man, but he's secretly jealous of you because he wants to be you. But ladies, y'all just, I don't know. If I was a gay dude, I'd be getting all the buns, because if I could fool you into being your bestie, I know I can get them draws. That's just me, man. But let's get on to the next clip. Let's go.
So yesterday on TikTok, I went viral for my just hilarious accused of being transphobic. And I got a couple of DMs from men saying, do you feel like black women are the reason of why black transgender women feel like they can disrespect y'all? And I had to sit back and think, like, yeah, we are when I say we, not me or you in particular, but just as a collective, we have given them a light to say, oh yes, you can disrespect our black men. You can sit here and say, oh, they're misogynistic, they blah, 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 blah. But then I felt like, and I'm just assuming that a lot of transgender women want to really feel like they are natural born women and really feel like they can replace us. Now it's, well, black women, you don't gatekeep periods, and you don't gatekeep this, and we're more woman than you. I even heard we taught you how to be women, and it's like, okay, what the hell is this coming from? And so I feel like we done let them in our spaces instead of letting them have their own space as being transgender women. Since this conversation is getting so ridiculous, black women, we pretty much are forced to stand up for ourselves. And don't let them, and I'm not saying this is all transgenders, but don't let them feel like you're transphobic just for simply standing up for yourself.
I appreciate what that sister said, but now it's just too late. It's just way too late. You guys invited this, so you have to deal with it, and it's not going to stop. I'm sorry. At first it was cool. Yeah, we invited. Yeah, we all stand in solidarity with bashing the black man. The black man ain't ish, blah, blah, blah. And we're cool. We're a minority. And I had a conversation with a young lady the other day, and she was saying how her sister just decided to reveal that she's part of that community. And with her revealing that, she's basically putting down her black card and putting up that card, and basically making that movement more important than her being black. And she's, wait. What are we doing here? Like, are you serious right now? And she got upset based upon that. Again, science is science. Ladies, you asked for this shit. You asked, and men, we're just sitting back laughing. They said, this is your fight. This is your fight. You have these men, you make it where you can do as you please. You can science, whatever you say you are, that's what you are. There's no rules. There's no playbook, as they say. But I got a good clip coming up here with transgender Flame Monroe, the comedian. I think Buddy is dope. Buddy tells the truth about the situation. He said that he's in drag. He dresses up like this. He still deals with women, stud women. That's his preference, even though he has basically experienced different things. And he's talking to Rizza Islam on this, who's a member of the Nation of Islam. And it's an interesting conversation to have, two black men doing this. But let's get into it. Let's go.
Trans women are women. What are your thoughts?
Trans women are trans women. That's not said disrespectfully, because my era, we were transvestites, drag queens, you a man in a dress. We fought to have the title of trans women. Respectfully, trans men are trans men. That is not even a disrespect. It's this younger, new generation, Z crazy, that it's not enough for. But let me just break something down to y'all real simple. If a woman is a social construct and we're emulating women, what would that make us? Social construction workers? To be truthful. And if biological women stop having sex, if biological women stop having babies, it won't be no more black, white, LGBT, fat, funny looking, or nothing else. I know y'all ain't gonna like the way I put it to you in a box, but when you find the lie, stop me. Because I have relationships with trans men that they identify as men, but they're biologically women. They think that, oh, Flame, you just pandering for the women. No, I know what a woman is. Woman is Mother Earth. We all came through the birth canal of a woman. All female impersonators, transgender, sex change, whatever. You did not learn how to be a female or act like a female watching somebody like you in a suit and tie.
That's a fact.
You learn from the woman that raised you, whether it be your mother, your auntie, your stepmother, whomever. But then when I get so comfortable in my gay or my transgender or whatever I decide to become, whatever's instilled in me, I'm better than you? No, I'm not better than you. You're still my sister.
Wow.
But I'm better than you now. That is the problem. We keep trying to dismiss women. You cannot dismiss a woman.
Right.
Like,
Or compete.
That was just a clip, but that's a great conversation. And to have Rizza Islam sit down with Flame, because he still knows, he's still doing his drag stuff, even though he considers himself a transgender, he will still dress up as a man. Well, I don't want to say dress up, but he'll still dress like a man. He has kids, I believe, and he still deals with women. But he will put it out there and say what it is at the end of the day. This is what I wear, this is what I present myself as, but this is the truth. And I respect that, and I think Rizza Islam, even though he may not agree with it, he respects that he's willing to say this at the end of the day. You can't change certain things and say discount a woman or say she's less than or I'm more of a woman than you and all this stuff like that. We have to stop it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, man. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts, helps to support the channel. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. With that being said, much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video. It's going to pop up below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. This is Wisdom. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah. 50 Cent. 50. Part 2. Bring it back. Yeah. Can't forget Tony. 50. UK.